Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. So, since last episode, I have done a bit of work. You may notice we are off over here. Let me actually pop up, throw this on. I did expand... One of my pugs was in here sleeping, and whenever she heard me start talking, she's like, okay, I'm going somewhere else. But anyways, I did expand on the road. And brought this out, and I started putting together the Botania area. This is just this is basically just to keep the mobs out. I was doing the living wood and the living rock, and then I got tired of doing it like manual because it's going to take a lot for this build. And so I decided, okay, things are okay. I filled the rest in with cobble, cleared out the animals, and then I just put cobble over everything. So oh, be careful. The horses will, like horses and stuff, will eat your pure daisies. So I seem to remember somebody saying that, and I didn't think about it, and I put my pure daisies down, and one of them got eaten, and so then I had to pull the other ones up. But I did change them over. I'll show you that here in just a second. I didn't get any progress really made as far as the quests go since last episode. But, you know, I was working on that, but didn't really get any of that done. But right here we have floating pure daisies, right there and right there. I triple stacked them because, like I said, I was working on manually doing all of this. But then I scratched that idea pretty quick. So, and then I also upgraded to some floating endo flames, made a few more of these, made another spreader, and I've got these running off of blocks of charcoal from our tree farm. So now that we're getting back into Botania, Botania is going to be a bit easier because of things like that. Also making the mana spreaders a little bit easier because I needed bricks, and guess what? We got bricks automated last episode. Even though I did kind of have to steal the bricks away because, of course, we're making sandy bricks, and yeah, and I actually need just brick blocks. Over here, actually, there's one thing. It's been a little while since the last episode. One thing I had to do over here. And I'm actually down to only one node left. I used 4 of them over here. But I had to add a setup here for the enrichment chamber that pulls out Ardite. This got backed up for a while because of this and because of cobalt. It gives a really weird cobalt. I don't even know what mod it's from. It's from Rock County. It gives that cobalt. Processing it through here. And of course I've got this one slotted, so I had to change it up and add a conversion upgrade. Plus, the blue cobalt just looks a whole lot better than this cobalt. So I try to go with the ones that look a little bit nicer. So, but anyways, there's an input routing node there. There's actually a master routing node underneath the floor. And then that feeds over to this output routing node, and it dumps the Ardite into here. So it can get processed through this induction smelter, which luckily, induction smelter is actually not very expensive within this pack. So, and this is being fed sand from over there. So, and then it inputs into the system, you know, and pulls it out. So Ardite's the only one that I have found that does that. But like I said, it was backed up for a bit. It's now running again. It's working on copper. So so I did change that up, and the Ardite system does produce slag. So I've got that over here with the void upgrade. So we've got 17 slag within the system at the moment. So just a heads up. And I think that's the main thing since last episode, I think. I think that's the major things. But, yeah. So this actually took a little bit longer than intended just to get this started. So, but anyways, this will be kind of the hub for a lot of our Botania stuff. There'll be some other stuff, but this will be kind of the hub. And this is just kind of here for the sake of being here. So... but anyways, I've had these running. We've actually got a decent amount of mana to work with. And of course, like I said last episode, we're going to start working on expanding on Botania. This is all basically to get us ready to go back to the dungeons, because there's some stuff that I want to do. Not to mention, I would really like to get a Terra Shatterer, which is a little bit expensive within the pack. We're going to need a couple Majestic Ingots, and we're going to need some Terra Steel, some Mirion. It's actually not too far ahead from where we're at, because the Majestic Ingots, I think, are the worst thing, and of course we can pull that off. And then, let's see, the Terrestrial Agglomeration Plate isn't really that different than normal. It does require a little bit more resources, It's actually not that expensive, so. Assuming that we craft it normally, the Terra Steel. We'll see. But, anyways, so we're going to pop over to the white magic. This is what we're going to be working on for a couple episodes here. You can see right here that there is a quest to go to the Twilight Forest. This is the first and foremost thing that we need to do. Now, technically, you don't have to go to the Twilight Forest. Basically, what we need from the Twilight Forest is we need to be able to make mana powder. And you can actually get this by doing this right here, because we're going to have to start making special infused iron for starting refined storage soon enough. Even though there is an easier method using Elven Quartz, you get 3 for just 1 quartz and 1 iron, which is kind of one thing that I want to start working towards. But you can get mana powder at a 10% chance from doing that. Also, centrifugal separator, although it's a little bit, it's not really expensive, but it is a little bit more costly. You are going to have to get the compressed steel, but you can make that through the rolling machine. But anyways, you can get a 39% chance to get mana powder from pixie dust, which is kind of cool. Pixies are easily farmed. Easily farmed. You actually, in the pack I've been working on, you have to farm these quite a bit, because it's actually used to make mana powder in my pack. Well, not directly. You craft it, and then you craft mana powder. But anyways. But what the quest has us doing is going through this method, getting the pulverized mana-infused metal and getting the mana powder. And we're not going to be able to continue on with quests, so we're not going to bypass that. We're actually going to go to the Twilight Forest today. But all we have to do for this quest is just enter the Twilight Forest. We don't actually have to go really, really far in it. And I believe it is standard flowers, grass, saplings, mushrooms. Yeah, throw a mana diamond in this pack. To enter the Twilight Forest. Okay, there's 12, which should be good. And I think I'm going to put the Twilight Forest portal entrance... I kind of want to keep it kind of close to the Botania area, so I think I'm going to stick it like right out here, in fact. So let me grab this. I guess I should keep that on me. I had it put away because I wasn't really using it. It was just taking up inventory space, but I think... Oh no, wait a second. If I put these flowers here... all these horses are going to eat them. Look at him. He's like, I want some of that. Which it doesn't really matter, because once I get it opened, the flowers don't have to stay there. But I kind of don't want all these random animals breeding more. So I'm going to build a wall around it. It's what I'm going to do. There's going to be a wall around our portal for right now. So just something like this. It's not pretty, but you kind of have to... That's the thing about Animania. You kind of have to make sacrifices. And Animania, which this will... Long term, we can remove stuff like this. These, like, animal defending mechanisms that we've got going on. Once I get the base walled in and some of these animals purged and stuff like that. But right now, we kind of have to make sacrifices. Animania is one of those mods. I'm never been a huge fan of it. I like the idea, it's just I don't like the execution of it. But anyways, there we go. There is our... Well, the fire's going to burn half of it. But there's our Twilight Forest portal. Let's go ahead and pop on in. Ta-da. I'm actually curious. I'm not sure if flight's disabled in this pack within the Twilight Forest or not. I'm going to assume, at least with my flight, it is not. Awesome. Okay, so anyways, now that we're here... Oh, there's actually a Naga right over there. We might just go ahead and kill it since it's literally right there. But let's go ahead and turn this quest in. There we go. We get 8 Prudentium and a gold coin. And then there's a quest here for mana-infused metal. We have to get 5 pulverized mana-infused metal. And we get 2 as a reward. It says it's mainly used in the pulverized form to produce mana powder. Okay. Well, let's go kill a Naga real quick. We've got super armor. I don't know if the bosses are really even buffed in this pack or not, but we're going to go ahead and kill ourselves a Naga. And of course you can hit its body. That's fine. This way technically we can do the bosses whenever we please. I'm not going to do all the Twilight Forest in one go. That's what I tend to do. Man, this guy can't do like any damage at all. Oh, there's slimes there. Oh, blue slimes. That means that there's a slime island. Probably. Maybe. So. Anyways, there we go. Naga Hunter. And we got Twilight Shader grab bag, a Twilight Shader for the Naga. We got a Naga trophy, Naga scales, which you can use to make the Naga scale tunic, which has pretty good fire protection. But I think our armor maybe is just better right now. Yeah, there is a slime island. So let's, I think I passed up some of these recently, but I do want to go ahead and maybe get some of these saplings while we're here. There we go. There's one. Let me get like maybe one more. Just so that we've got them so whenever I need them. I don't actually have any like real need for it at the moment, but I've got 3 saplings. That should be good. Okay, so anyways, uh-oh, I just realized I ran off and didn't mark my portal, but I should be able to find it right there. Hang glider is great. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark that. And this air sigil, of course, it's so fast for moving, for flying around. Like, it's one of the faster flight options, like outside of, like, you know, some of the super speed boosted things, and then, like, the Astral Sorcery. Astral Sorcery mantle is really good, but, you know, that's what I used in Sevtech. And this helmet has night sight, but I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to just dig around in here. I know it's like super dark. I need to make that, well, you know what? I've got charcoal. Let me just go make some torches real quick so it's not so bad on you guys. I can see because the like minimum light, but anytime I do any exploration without torches, I always get the comments like, use torches. Don't forget about torches. So I'm going to not forget about torches. I'm going to make some torches. So anyways, let's head back down. And it said we can find this at 9 through 27 Y level. So we should be in a good spot maybe. I'm going to go ahead and grab anything I find because we've got auto ore processing at this point. So I guess I should have made a hammer. But you know, most of the time whenever I'm mining in this pack, I tend to use Worldly Caves and just go caving. I enjoy caving a lot more anyways. And it makes mining like super fun. It's super easy. But yeah, I'm going to assume that the Twilight Forest bosses aren't buffed in this pack. Which means our armor is probably going to make Twilight Forest a joke whenever we do go through it. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to do it all in one go within this pack. Because I've been through Twilight Forest so many times, and I think you guys have too, that it's really not all that interesting. So we'll just leave that out. Hey, can you really find Ardite in the Twilight Forest? That's crazy. Aha, there is our first mana-infused ore. So, yay! Okay, Mechanical Squeezer, we can get 2 with a 50% chance for a 3rd one. But I'm thinking what we'll do is just do this. Process it down, dirty mithril dust, then you get pulverized mana-infused metal out of the enrichment chamber. And then it smelts. And we would get 3 times that way. Oh wow, if you run it through a centrifugal separator, you get mana powder, xenon, 35% chance for illumination powder, 4% chance for white magic dust, and you get 50 millibuckets of xenon. Huh. So are the ingots used for anything at all? And actually, I want to say I might have some mana-infused stuff. I'm not for sure. Yeah, we will use it like mithril seeds, which that wouldn't be a bad investment. They're a tier 4. But they're not common. Like when mining, they're not super common. So that actually might be a worthy investment. Maybe not right this second, but maybe work up to that. And then just use those seeds to build additional seeds. The good thing is the mining in the Twilight Forest is always really, really good. Because all the ores spawn very, very low in the world. So you don't have to mine down like super far to get to them. And there tends to be a decent amount of them. So mining here is probably going to be worth it. We'll probably do quite a bit of our mining here. Because so far it seems like most everything can spawn here. I haven't found some of the weird like Tinker's alloy things really. But most of the ores I'm finding. So Apparently Vampirelda has been sacrificed for a ritual. Okay, I just found my third bit of mana-infused ore. You can see my pick, 21 durability left on it. So I didn't have much left. Now I just need to get up to the surface and we can go home. I was going for 3. Technically we can do this with 2. And I actually think that we have some mana infused back at the base. But I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that. Okay, so there we go. Let's go ahead. Pop up here, and my home portal. Wow, I actually dug a ways. Hey, there's a lich right there. I'm not gonna fight him right this second, but there is one right there available to us. Which I'm actually curious about. One thing I do want to check out, not right this second, in an upcoming episode. I want to see maybe if we can get majestic ingots in the Twilight Forest, then it would be a really good place to actually go exploring in too. So. That could be good. And before we start running this, I want to pop over and just see if we have mana infused over here. Yes, I actually have 6 ingots, which I think came from dungeons. Anyways, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just process this, and then it can become ingots. I don't have any space to put this into a slot, so I'm just going to manually come in here and throw it in. And let that run down. I've got enough mana infused for my needs right now, so that's no biggie. But I did not find any of like the lithium, boron, and none of the nuclear craft stuff, but I did find a lot of other stuff. I also found a couple Carmesian ores. So we did come across those. Anyway, since we've got a little bit of mana infused, we'll go ahead and get this pulverized. So once we get the ingots from the 3 times, I'm not going to have it pulled out and all that mess. It can just become ingots, and then we can take it and run it through the pulverizer, which I'm going to have to move, but that's going to break it down and create the mana-infused metal for us. Okay, I came back out mining again, just for the record. I had a phone call, and I was on the phone for a second, so I was like, well, I'll just come back out mining, because I need to pad out the resources for our base anyways. I've had a lot more luck. I didn't mine. I have actually just been caving, and I've already gotten 7 mana infused ore, and I did find a platinum as well, and I got some diamonds. But look at this. This is the reason I have 7 mana infused ore. I've been running into this caving. So there's mana infused, mana infused, mana infused. Like nice little batches like that. And so it is. That's what, 10? Yeah. I love it. I don't have any torches on me, so I apologize, but I just wanted to show you that. I'm actually about to head back up because I'm off the phone now. But I had to stop there. I was like, okay, I got to show you guys this. So, yeah, I'm going to head back up now. Because that's 30 mana infused ore, which is not bad. I think we'll be good on mana powder for a minute, at least. Here we go. We need to make an ender pouch, an ender chest here soon. That's something I've been meaning to make, but... Okay, it's still got the mithril in there, so I'm going to add this. And I can go ahead and start processing that. It's still working through. I think it's boron or something. Okay, but anyways. Now we've got a bit more resources for the base, which is good. Very, very good. I like to keep that thing running as best I can. So anyways, there's our 5 pulverized mana-infused metal. And so once all that stuff's done, we're going to have a decent amount of mana infused. Especially since we're getting 3 times off of it, so... but anyways, that quest is completed. We get 2 more pulverized mana-infused metal and a gold coin. We'll go ahead and take that. And then the next quest here, mana powder. They want us to get 5 mana powder. Alright, so let's go ahead and take and throw this. I'm just going to throw all 7 of it. We'll need it. There we go. There's 7 mana powder. Quest complete. And we get a mana powder, 2 mana steel plates, or 2 silver coins. I am going to take the... honestly... I'm going to take the 2 mana steel plates. Because I'm probably going to be doing a bit of mining. Oh, and that's the end of that. Let's see. That leads into White Magic Tier 2, but we have to do Astral Sorcery to unlock Tier 2. So, it's a very odd conundrum to find ourselves in. I don't want to do Astral Sorcery right this second. I haven't even built an area for that. The quest they want us to do is the Phosic Resonator and then the lens. I don't know if I just want to go ahead and knock it out. because we can make it just like this. And they want a lens, which is just like this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll see what comes after. I'd like to get the tier 2 unlocked if we can. I don't know if the Runic altar maybe requires that or something. It doesn't seem to. I find it rather strange. Oh, it's probably because we need white magic essence. But it does require some illumination powder, so I guess that's why we have to do the Astral Sorcery side of stuff too. Okay, so there's everything to make the lens, and then the Phosic Resonator was, I know it was like gold and liquid starlight. Okay, aquamarine, 2 marble. Which liquid starlight, we should have this. Yeah, we've got that. Okay, so let's, oh wait, I need to grab, I don't think I have my resonating wand on me. I do not. Okay, so let's pop over here, and we'll get this crafted. It was like on top of, farther over, I think. Over here. Okay, so the Phosic Resonator, there is that. And then we'll get the lens, and we should be good. I'm hoping they only want 1 lens, because that's all I brought the materials for. And then right click, and we get a block of copper, 3 gold ore, or 2 silver coins for this. I'm going to take the 3, yeah, let's take the 3 gold ore. It's more uncommon. Oh my gosh, we still got to do more. And the lens, we get 10 glass, another glass lens, or 5 copper coins. I'm going to take the glass lens, of course. Then they want us to make a looking glass and a grindstone. This is why I get the quests just all out of whack because of stuff like this. But I'm gonna try to do it just so we can push on. Because it's like a lot of like really cheap random things we have to make, I think. I imagine probably the grindstone's probably maybe the last thing. And it's fairly easy at this point just to craft these things up, and that way we can get on with what we're working on. So I'm hoping that the next stuff in there is Botania, but it may just be Astral Sorcery quests. I don't know for sure. If I recall, it didn't add, I don't think that the update that added the tier 2, I don't think it added a lot of quests, but I think it just added kind of the starters. And then we've got to make a grindstone, which is a piece of marble, 2 planks, 2 sticks. Okay, so the grindstone, there's that, and I'm not even sure what we're wanting the grindstone for, unless it's used to actually, I mean, you can use it to make your weapons a little bit stronger. I think it's a 10% boost, but if I recall, it doesn't work with the Tinker's weapons. So unless we're like maybe processing something on it, maybe star metal or something, that could be the thing. Okay, so that we get, for the looking glass, we get garlic steak and a silver coin. And then, oh my gosh, it still keeps going. Oh, but this, okay, cool. And then the grindstone, we get 12 inferium and a silver coin. It says the grindstone is very simple to make and does not require much starlight. It will allow you to enhance your tools, pickaxe and axe, and weapons. Throwing its sword in and then right-clicking the grindstone will make sparks appear. Once these stop appearing, you can take out your weapon, sneak right-click, and you will notice your weapon is now sharpened, which grants a 10% damage increase. Okay. I'm not really sure why that's a main quest, but alright, we're gonna take this over here, and I don't recall if it works with the Tinker stuff. We'll check it and find out. Because I was thinking it didn't, but it may have been changed so that it does now. I'm not for sure. So if we set the grindstone down, I actually don't recall the grindstone even taking starlight though either. Yeah, it doesn't work with Tinkers, so I think it's just the vanilla weapons. Let me double check it. But like if I take this diamond sword, yeah, see we can right click that on, and then we just do this for a second, and then we can shift right click, pull it off, and you can see it's sharpened, so it has a 10% increased damage. But the Tinker stuff doesn't work on it, so we'll just go put this away. Usually the grindstone in packs that are Tinker heavy, where you have like Tinker leveling and stuff, the grindstone's not super useful. It is a really cool tool, but you know, this kind of pack, you're usually using tinkers for the most part. Okay, so then we have a quest here talking about rock crystal tools. I'm going to go ahead and accept that, and we'll just turn that in. And then, okay, and there's a quest there for white magic dust. We have to get 4 illumination powder, which I have 2 lying around. For this, we need 4 glowstone basalt ingots, and then 4 aquamarine. I don't think we've ever made this. We've used it a few times, but I don't think we've ever actually just made it. And I don't think that let's see, and I don't have any basalt ingots. Can I just smelt? Or can I process, and then they're going to want us to make white magic dust, which, we've actually, I think we made some of this before, if I recall, because we need it for something. And it's mana powder, beeswax, and glowstone dust. No, we didn't make it, I don't guess, because we needed, no, it's not that we made before. White magic essence, that's why we need the runic altar. That's why it's taking us through all this stuff. But some of these quests are kind of random. I think I looked at it and it was like, oh, okay, I looked at it for something. I don't remember what it was, but it was some other kind of dust that I made recently, I'm thinking of. Okay, yeah, we'll just go with one of these for right now. I don't think we need a whole lot of this. Because basically we just need to make the runic altar. See, I've got to stay on top of these, because otherwise, like, the quest that had us going through making, like, the grindstone and stuff, I would have just got lost there, like, and just went on without it. Because, honestly, this, none of this stuff is even, and none of this stuff is related to making illumination powder. So, I would have just went on without it. I've got it. Detect it. There we go. Okay, we get a glowstone and a silver coin for that. Then there's a quest here for white magic dust. And we get a legendary loot bag. They just want us to make one of these. We'll probably go ahead and make a few, actually. I think. Air sigil, best investment ever. Okay, so the white magic dust was beeswax, glowstone dust, mana powder. Okay. Just going to go ahead and break that down. We'll go ahead and make 4 of these, because I've got the stuff on me for 4. And you can use magic wax or star metal as well. I've actually only got 3 beeswax. You get this from exploring. Really, you get it from bees. It would be super cheap if we had gotten into bees yet. That is on the list. We just haven't done it yet. So we'll go ahead and make 3 white magic dust for right now. And I think the runic altar is 2,000. And I think each of these is 1,000. Yeah, okay. So we're good. We are good. And we get legendary loot bag, 2 gold ingots, small storage crate, and a silver coin for that. And we'll go ahead and take that, toss it in the trash. And now we have unlocked tier 2. Tier 2. There's not a whole lot of quests in the magic section. But first up we have the runic altar. And that leads into nocturnal powder, water and fire runes, and mana pearl. This is what we want. Okay. So the runic altar. To make this, we're going to need 5 bricks, which I'm going to set this to on to activate. So it'll stop making that for just a second, because I don't want it crafting things. And then I'm going to need to melt this stuff down, which we can do that through the magma crucible. Which I think I still have one sitting over here. This old one. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Am I missing something? White magic dust. White magic dust. Oh, I forgot I put that in there. That's why we couldn't make it. Okay, so there's 2,000 of that. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And we'll just take it over here and we'll dump it into... That has super glue in it. So we'll remove that. And then we need the 5 bricks. We need 3 living rock. Or wait, 10 living rock. And then I need 2 gold blocks. And I need a block of silicon, right? Yeah, mana diamond, electro silicon. This is all pretty easy stuff. Let me get a mana diamond, though. I still don't have enough diamonds. I'm down to 36 diamonds. Like, I get them, but then I use them, and I need to get the 64 to turn that quest in for diamonds. Okay, and the silicon block, is there some... Okay, just 9 silicon will make it. And I've actually got silicon over here, so I won't have to run over and grab that. So it's going to be that. I forgot to make the mana diamond. Oops. So silicon surrounded by electrotine. Which I never have this stuff, because I use it as fast as I can get it. Oh, and I'd forgotten to mention, there is a recipe now where you can make the electrotine. This was added more recently, so you can make it that way. I can't remember exactly when that was added, but I noticed it one day whenever I went to make electrotine. It was a pleasant surprise, to say the least. I was like, yeah, I don't have to make it the old way anymore. Because I was making more electrotine seeds is what I was doing. Okay, so there's our 2 electro silicon. And then it's that. That. And then I need the bricks. Okay, so there's 45. Let's say ignore the redstone. Compact that. Then we can get our runic altar. A bomb. It's kind of a big achievement, I guess. Okay, quest complete, Runic Altar. And we will get into some of that Astral Sorcery stuff, like the Phosic Resonator and stuff. We'll get into that later. We don't need it right this second for anything until we actually go to start really hammering into Astral Sorcery. So, we get a diamond, an uncommon loot bag, and a gold coin for that. Throw that away. Free up our inventory space here. Okay, so now, the water and fire runes, the earth and air runes. For the, I guess the next objective is going to be the terrestrial agglomeration plate, which is 5 blocks of lapis. Then we're going to have to get each of these different runes, the 5 basic runes, basically the 4 basic runes, and then the rune of mana, which is always, and it's kind of like off on its own sort of a thing. So rune of water, sugarcane block, mana powder, mana steel, copper ingot. Okay. Which I'm actually probably going to need one more piece of mana powder, I imagine. Maybe more. I'm not sure what the rune of mana takes. But actually, I just realized the time on the footage. So, we're probably going to have to end this episode out here. I am going to go ahead and set up the runic altar, like right there. And next episode, we'll get into making runes. And then once we get runes, we'll get the terrestrial agglomeration plates. And we'll move forward with some of this stuff. So there's also a quest for mana pearl. Actually, we could knock this out really quick. We have lots of ender pearls, and I'm assuming that it is standard. So we can go ahead and just whip up one of these guys. There we go. Quest complete. We get a common loot bag, a premium plate, and a silver coin for that. Mana tablet, mana infused string, vitreous pig. Okay. Well, anyways, so we're going to end out this episode here. Next episode, we'll move forward with a bit more Botania, and actually start getting into some of the interesting stuff. And I guess I should keep this thing running here. There you go, more charcoal. Keep going. I love having that tree farm. It helps so much with early Botania. We'll actually need to start working on some mana setups. Once we get like the Terra Shatterer, we're going to go crazy with some mana. We're going to go really big. So, just a heads up on that. But, yeah, so we're going to end out this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button. And go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay updated with when new videos come out. And we will have a few Botania episodes coming up. And then after that, we'll probably do our exploration. Then we'll probably come back to Botania and do like full-fledged Botania. Because we're kind of at the point with blood magic where we've pretty much done it all the way through. I mean, I still need to upgrade the altar. I've got to get nether stars to do that. And I've got to automate some slates and do some things like that. And kind of get all the really OP things that are left to get. But as far as blood magic progression, it's pretty much squared away at this point. You know, we're pretty much done on that end. So we're probably, I don't know if we'll do the same thing with Botania in one go, but we'll get Botania to a nice spot, I think, over the coming episodes. But anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe. I'll see you guys then.